everybody. Today we're going to use some tiles, some plus and minus tiles to represent different numbers. So on the screen, you can see that we have one plus and one minus. Now, a plus and a minus, they cancel each other out. So if you imagine that you're on the number line and you start at 0 and you plus 1 and then minus 1, you end up at 0. It's like you haven't moved at all. So a plus and a minus cancel each other out. You can think of it like a scale. If you put $1 into your bank account and then take $1 out, you have no money. It's like nothing happened at all. So remember that a plus and a minus cancel each other out and their value is 0. So if I add a plus tile, now the value of these tiles is equal to 1 because the plus and the minus, they cancel each other out and we're left with one positive, one plus. If we added another minus, then we would have two groups of tiles that cancel each other out, and these are equal to 0. So this whole assortment of tiles right here is equal to 0. And you can imagine it on the number line. If you add 2 and then subtract 2, if you started at 0, you would move over 1, 2, and then you would move backwards 1, 2, and you end up at 0. So what would this group of tiles represent? What number? Well, this group of tiles would represent the number -2 because we have two groups of 0. Here's one group of 0. Here's another group of 0. And then we're left with these two negative signs. And, two negatives is 1, 2. Two negatives, -2. And you can imagine this by if we took each of these tiles and moved along the number line accordingly. If we started at 0, we would move over 2 from these two positives, and then we would move backwards 4 because there are 4 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we end up here at -2.